Welcome back to another review of a whiskey. Today we're going to do Old Putney 18, one of my favorite whiskey, no questions asked. This is super sweet. This is the perfect whiskey to drink with your wife. I reckon it's super sherried. It's actually an ex-bourbon cask and a Spanish cask as well. So it's it's very sherry. It's very, very nice. I have tried the 12, I have tried the 15. They're both good whiskeys. I think the 18 is more mature. I think it's more sweet, it's more where it should be. So let's pour a little glass here and watch this. On the nose, it's very, very sweet. It's, I say very a lot, huh? Anyway, I smell apricots. You smell fruits, maybe a little bit of pear. Yeah, a lot of pear actually. Like tasting notes is very personal, but it's what I get, so. Yeah, it's very sweet. It's very complex as well. This is just the first drop. You can taste the oak. The oak is very present. The finish is a little bit like a medium length. It doesn't linger too much in your mouth. This is creamy, very creamy. Tastes yellow fruit. You get a lot of fruit coming out of this glass here. By the way, I forgot to show you the color here. Don't know if that worked or not. Yeah, there's a lot of fruit in this. This is the kind of whiskey that you can share a bottle. Let's say you're on the beach, right, with your wife and friends, and you can share a bottle of this. It's a very easy going. I would classify it as like a beach whiskey, not really like a late evening whiskey, maybe more like a lunch or dinner, early dinner whiskey. There's no smoke in this. If there is, I can't taste it. Yeah. Yeah, no smoke. A little bit of honey, I would say, like a dark honey. I just had a large meal. I just had a steak actually, and this is kind of perfect. I'm not sure on an empty stomach what it would taste like, but this on the after a meal is quite delicious. It's almost like a dessert. Maybe not as sweet as a Glenfarclas 25, but yeah, it's a whiskey that doesn't cause you any problems, right? What happens here is that you drink it, you get what you get the 18 years, you get the velvet, you get the cream, you get the oil. It does have good legs. It's not too oily though. It's not like it's not too oily. It's kind of, yeah, a little dryness at the end. The oak comes back in your mouth. You don't get any pepper with this. You get nothing, no abrasive spices. Yeah, all you're getting is like pure malt. Yeah, I saw some people online complaining about the price of this. I'm not sure why they're complaining. I think I paid, let me see here. I paid about $120 for this, and I reckon that some people complain because they say, oh, for $120 I can get a 25-year-old of something else. Sure, but you're not getting an 18 of this, that's for sure. And like I said, if I'm gonna have a glass of whiskey with my wife, this is one of our favorites because there's no fla with it. There's no like controversy. We're not fighting over it. Is it too smoky, not too smoky? It's just a very agreeable dram to drink. I think that every whiskey has its place, right? It's like I have some whiskey bottles here, maybe a Tobler 12, or you know, you go in the morning on the beach. Let's say you're on vacation, right? You want a glass of whiskey. I'd say it's a morning beach whiskey because there's no complication with it. Drinking a Lafroy or Hartberg on the beach in the morning, I think your day is not going to go too well because it's going to buzz you like in a way. Every whiskey buzz you in a different way, right? So it's going to buzz you the wrong way for the day. It's just going to put you to sleep very fast because of the smoke and the peat. This is the kind of whiskey, like I said, beach lunch, you know, afternoon. And yeah, it's not it's not aggressive or anything like that. It's super smooth. Uh, the complexity is good. It's one of those bottles where if there were more ABV in it, I'm not sure it would do better for the whiskey. I think it's perfect where it sits. I don't think there's any need to put any water in this to open it. I would reckon that the 18 year, if you pour in a glass and let it sit for a while, maybe a 5 minute, 10 minutes, you're gonna get more out of it. Get the apricots back. Yeah, besides the price, which is not an issue for me, because I sell my bottles and I drink as I go as well. Mostly taste, don't drink that much. I think that I don't know why people complain about the price, right? It's like a Ferrari costs, some Ferraris cost 500,000, some cost 2 million. Or are we saying that 2 million is too expensive for what it is because it goes like 10 kilometers an hour faster? No, it's just that it's one of a kind and it is the taste you were looking for, and it's pretty much what needs to go in your mouth. The more you drink this, the better it gets. Like, it's no joke. The smoother it gets to your mouth. Once your mouth gets used to it. Also, it's been sitting in the glass for a little bit longer now, and I've been twirling around with it. It gets even smoother. Yeah. I think if you're meeting up with a lady or you're meeting up with maybe somebody who never had whiskey and you start with this, I think you're going to be very successful, and I'm pretty sure that from there you're going to find a new drinking partner, like a whiskey tasting partner, to move along. If you start with somebody with a Hartberg or something very peaty and very smoky, you're just going to turn people off. This is I would say this is a very good entry to Scotch whiskey, but it's an expensive entry to Scotch whiskey. This is not a bottle I would chug with friends. It's more of a bottle that I would taste with maybe after a meal, or even maybe before, like after a salad, before the main course. In my restaurant, it's actually very, very popular, this bottle. And I managed not to sell it too badly. I think for 2 ounces, I sell this for about $13 for a glass of 2 ounces. So I think, I'm not making tons of money with my whiskey. I want my customers to come back. I make money with the people having a good experience in my establishments. Smaller margin profits, better experience equals customer come back, and customer bring other customer because they can afford to come back more than once because they're not broke after you. So think about this when you build your whiskey menu. I'll show you my whiskey menu at one point. I think it's almost complete. I have one. It's not been updated, but we're almost there. So anyway, that was that for the old Pulteney 18. I didn't give you too many notes because everybody finds something different in a whiskey. I read some reviews for this. Some guy went with roast beef. Some guy went with dry fruits, but I don't see, maybe a dry apricots, but some guy with the core of an apple. I go like, yeah, I don't get that. So it's very subjective, right? I'm trying to make this review for you to give you like an entry point, or to find something that is different that you never had before. I'm not telling you that I'm the supreme master of whiskey. I can tell you this though, I sell a lot of whiskey and I sell a lot of this. So anyway, that's that for today. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.